and the hype is real.
The stage is set for the Razorbacks and the Aggies on Saturday. We have a preview of our team coverage coming up.
Now we're going to head over to Cabot where Hannah Williams is. She's going to be previewing the Cabot versus Conway game. Hannah, how's it looking out there?
Hey, yeah, we have the Cabot Panthers who are 3-1 versus the Bryant Hornets who are 4-0, but also the three-time defending 7A state champions. I know everybody is excited for this matchup. Both teams are coming off huge wins last week in Week 7 as each of them held their own opponents to just one touchdown each. Last week, Cabot took a trip to Little Rock where they left a scratch on Central High School, beating them 41-7. And then if you drove about 10 miles south last week, you would have seen the Bryant Hornets doing the exact same thing as they beat the Griffins at Little Rock Southwest 48-7, leaving Bryant with a perfect conference record. Now, as you can see, both teams are great on offense, both teams are great on defense, so this football game might just stay at the 50-yard line all night. I don't know. I'm excited to see, and I will have all the highlights coming for you tonight on the Friday Night Blitz. We'll be back after this. A 60-point average. 60 points. Is this football or basketball? This is football at Pulaski Academy. I'm getting ready to do something that I have been doing my whole life, and that's watch some 5A football. The Pulaski Academy Bruins are doing something that they are very much used to, which is being the #1 seed in the 5A Central Conference. This is it tonight, guys. Tonight is the start of what all high school teams have been fighting for, and that is a state championship that is on the line. Anybody can be beat at any given time in the high school playoffs, so I'm ready to see both of these teams leave it all on this gridiron. I know that PA has a reputation to protect, and the new head coach, Anthony Lucas, he's behind all of this, so I think he can handle it. I'm excited to see what's going to happen tonight here at PA. Back into you. Hey there, yeah, we are at Pulaski Academy, and I'm here with Nate Olson, Arkansas high school football guru.
Yeah.
So, Pulaski Academy, I mean, they are the highest scoring team in the state of Arkansas. What do you think we can expect tonight?
Well, a lot of fireworks. I always tell everybody when they come here to bring a lunch. It's going to take a long time. Lots of scoring, and they're not one of the highest scoring in the state, but in the country.
Yeah.
That when they put on their website, they list like where guys are ranked in the country. So Charlie Pfizer, terrific quarterback, preferred walk-on offer from Arkansas. He's really played well the last 4 or 5 games. And Joe Hyman, the running back, going to Northwestern. You've got those two guys alone are going to put up a lot of yards, and I look for them to really be in rare form tonight.
Absolutely. And so what about in the future? If they can get past this first round, what do you think it looks like for them next week?
Well, I think everybody would agree that they're the odds-on favorite in Anthony Lucas' first year. I think looking ahead, they can't look ahead, but we like to look ahead and talk and prognosticate, and we all are looking forward to maybe a Greenbrier matchup in the semifinals. Greenbrier, a team that can put points up on the board. They have a solid defense. To beat PA or play with them, you've got to go shot for shot with them. They might be one of the only teams in 5A that can do that. There's some other good defensive teams, but not a lot of teams that can score a lot of points. They've got a dynamic quarterback in Cooper Wilcox, so that's something to look forward to tonight. PA focused on Harrison. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, you know I'm from Wynn, so I love a good 5A matchup,
Yeah.
so I'm really excited to see what happens tonight. All right, Tyler, we're going to send things over to you. Yeah, I did. I actually did not know what to expect coming to Tuscaloosa for the first time, so I just put my confidence on and went out into the middle of a whole bunch of Crimson Tide fans, and I actually found a few Razorbacks. I probably talked to maybe 6 or 7. A few were very optimistic, some not so much. I asked them, how much hope did they have, coming into this game, and some were like, well, we've had a great season so far, regardless of the outcome. I'm just happy that we've made it this far. We've had a decent season, and honestly, turns out, Arkansas put on a pretty great ball game against Alabama. I was really surprised.
And you obviously were in there with us, down on the field. How loud does it get inside that stadium?
So I was warned before I got in there. Before I ever came to Tuscaloosa, everybody was like, oh, the atmosphere is great, this and that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll see. It is unbelievable. As soon as you walk onto that field, the lights, and then it goes with the music, and just people there were insane. You hear Roll Tide here and there. But I did hear a few Woo Pigs. There weren't as many, Razorback fans as there were Crimson Tide fans. They had their own little section there, but you could hear the hype from the Razorback fans, when the Hogs would do something great. I was actually down in the end zone when we faked that 3-point attempt, and it was just unbelievable. They got in the end zone. Everybody went nuts. There were a few calls that were here and there, so you got a lot of boos, a lot of yays, wahoos, and everything like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think it was a great night for the Razorbacks. I think it gave them some confidence going into next week's game, so I'm really excited to see, you know, how they're going to play with that. But yeah, I mean, it's been a great day, and overall, I'm pleased with the atmosphere and what I've gotten to do today. So.
I mean, heck, maybe a few ideas that from Bryant Denny they can steal at Razorback Stadium, a light show.
I mean, the lights, to me, honestly, that was the best part. I mean, because it matched. I mean, they had color lights too. Like, it wasn't just the big bright lights. It was the color lights, and it matched with the music. And I really feel like that brought the atmosphere and made it that much more like unique. Because I've never been to an experience like that, like we're, you know, in a football stadium before. So I don't know. I mean, if Arkansas can kind of pick up that, I mean, they've got their own. Don't get me wrong. Arkansas has a great atmosphere, but you know, they've got a lot of history at this school too. So I mean, if maybe we can take a few tips from that and bring that to Fayetteville, I mean, I see why they win. They've got the fans to back them up, that's for sure. What's up, Craig? Yep, we are chilling in Arlington. I say chilling, we've been working our butts off is what we've been doing.
Technically, we're in Arlington, Craig.
Yeah, Arlington.
You should know that, Craig.
Yes.
If you were a diehard Hogs fan like you say you are.
Well, speaking of Dallas and Arlington, I checked Twitter earlier today. There is a girl on there, and she was just talking about how she was in the airport, and it said that she has seen a lot more Texas A&M like gear over the Razorbacks. I don't know what that means. What do you think that means?
I don't know if I'm buying such a tweet. I think we may need to verify
Fake
such
news.
Well, which airport are we talking? Houston?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
She didn't specify
sure,
that one.
Houston, I'm believing it.
Yeah.
Little Rock, but I'm telling you right now, if I strolled about 10 minutes that way to the DFW airport, I know for a fact that people are flying in from Chicago to see this football game. Maybe one of my best friends who was a best man at a wedding. We're going to keep that out of the details, though. We've got people flying in from all over the place. We drove. Bree got us down here safe. I have seen some red. You've already seen some red.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of it.
We saw a lot of people yesterday, and especially this really cute couple last night. She had the Razorback earrings. Her husband had the Razorback shirt, hat, everything. And actually, coming up at noon, Mercedes is actually going to show a little clip of that because we took them outside the restaurant and said, hey, we got to talk to y'all. We got to hear this energy that you guys have brought to Dallas.
They were so fun. And that's the best part about all these Razorback fans heading down to Dallas, and especially around the Central Arkansas area.
Yeah.
Is you feel the energy, you feel the excitement. Folks are just happy. Everyone's happy. We got Hannah, Hayden, Hogs, headsets, happy. Pick your H.
Starts with the H, exactly.
Heaven.
No,
Heaven.
Heaven.
I love it.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Oh, man. It's everything. I know I'm really excited, but I said the anticipation has been built. Like yesterday, it was a long day, but I think it's just that energy I've got built up because I'm so excited for tomorrow. It's going to be great. And when we win tomorrow, not if, when we win tomorrow, this parking lot out here, and it's going to be wild, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, it wasn't an easy game for Arkansas Razorbacks, but what game in the NCAA men's basketball tournament is truly ever easy? Baylor was hot right out of the gate, jumping out to a 13-2 lead, and eventually the Hogs heated up, but it just wasn't enough to earn their spot in the Final Four. Going into yesterday's game, Baylor had forced 54 turnovers in their first 3 games in the NCAA tournament, and that was the difference for Arkansas in the first half. Baylor's points off of turnovers. Baylor created 10 first-half Arkansas turnovers that led to 14 points. The second half didn't start that much better for the Hogs after J.D. Note fouled out of the game with 13:38 left, ending his night with just 14 points and 1 assist. After that, the Hogs managed to cut the lead to 4 with less than 8 minutes remaining, led by Moody and Devo Davis, but Baylor couldn't miss in the second half from the three-point line, opening the lead up to 11 over the Razorbacks with under 4 minutes in the game. Sadly, the Hogs ended up losing the game 81-72, putting an end to their amazing run in this year's NCAA basketball tournament. And even though last night did not turn out how we wanted it to, my goodness, I am proud of those Hogs. And if we can keep Musselman as the coach and keep these guys healthy and good to go, I think next year we will be in the same position. Girl, the atmosphere is live here in Arlington right now. As you can see, we have our matching visors, Arkansas, Texas. We're ready. Girl, it is 6 o'clock in the morning. There are already tailgaters out here.
Yeah, it's been insane since we got here Thursday. I think these are Aggies, I will say that, but we're searching for the first Razorback that's gonna be out here.
Come on,
6 a.m.
I know it, Craig. That's right. The Arkansas women's basketball team last night beat Auburn 74-69 and now has won 4 straight and 7 of its last 8 games dating back to January 28th. And guess what? This win also guarantees Arkansas a winning SEC record and marking the first time in program history that the Hogs have had back-to-back winning conference seasons. But, Craig, we have to talk about senior guard Chelsea Dungy making history last night as her 12th point against Auburn put her collegiate point total ahead of Betty Fisk's total of 2,073 points. Now, Craig, I've got a bone to pick with Chelsea because, you know, Betty Fiskus is actually a Wynn native like I am. And fun fact about Betty is that in high school, my mom actually played Betty, and Betty scored her 2,000th high school career point over my mom's head, and it was plastered all over the Wynn High School yearbook.
I'm excited to see Traylon go crazy today and the whole team. Loving the energy, loving everything. I actually like the campus. It's very nice. I'm glad to see that Fayetteville has something that can compete as far as the experience with all the other SEC schools. It's not Fayetteville, it's not the Hill, but it's wonderful. I have a lot of hope. Honestly, going into the season, I felt like we should have been playing for a national championship with the roster that we have, top to bottom. Even without KJ having much experience, I still feel like the leadership that we had returning, this team could have competed for a national championship. And with that being said, I feel very confident about today's game.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities because I believe in the Hogs and I believe in Coach Pittman.
Yep.
I've seen a handful of SEC stadiums. I haven't seen Bryant-Denny. I've heard good things and watched the Hogs pull the upset of the century. I mean, we practically already beat Alabama, right? If y'all lost to A&M and we beat A&M, we're three touchdown underdogs. We'll see. I mean, we were underdogs against A&M. Top rushing defense against top rushing offense. It's going to be a heck of a game. We got a lot of seniors we're leaving. The COVID season brought a lot of guys back that otherwise wouldn't have been eligible. For the rest of this year, hey, we're bowling for the first time in a long time. We're ranked for the first time in a long time. It's things we're celebrating. Alabama they hadn't celebrated in a long time, right? Being over 500. It's a nice problem to have, but optimistic on the future. Sam Pittman's a heck of a guy, heck of a coach.
Go Hogs.
Well, we took a few years off, but now we back, and it is a great time. Good culture out here, good vibes, all of that.
I think UAPB is a great candidate, as well as other ASU or any other in-state games, even UCA. I mean, whatever it takes. It's a great turnout. Very, very friendly community organized event, and so from the turnout perspective, it couldn't be better. It's great weather, and everybody's having a great time out here.
I'm going to be honest with you, Arkansas fans. I love it, and I'm glad this is an in-state game, and they're playing UAPB. But they need to bring the Arkansas vs. LSU game back to Little Rock. If you hear me right now, bring the game back. We want the SEC matchup in Little Rock.
Man, honestly, I just think that it's historical. I'm glad that it's something we can come together and do, and have a good time and bring everybody out.
Yeah, I think having a game in Little Rock is awesome because Arkansas is a really big state and Fayetteville is super far away, I guess. So everybody here loves the Hogs and everybody in Little Rock gets to come and tailgate right by their homes and have fun and drink and watch the Hogs. So that's why I love Little Rock games.
Go Hogs.
I'm here at Dickey Stevens Park where Executive Vice President and CEO Rusty Meeks is going to teach me how to pitch.
Tanner, you're going to need one of these.
I played softball and just a little bit in high school and college, but the ball's just a little bit different in baseball, and I guess so is the pitching.
I always like to stay, for me personally, some guys are differently. When you're pitching on the windup, I like to stand a little bit kind of on the right third quarter of the, see where I'm standing, kind of on the right part of the rubber.
Yeah.
You got the plate down there. What I like to do, instead of go straight back with your left leg. Some guys say different things, but I like going backwards. So you go back like this. You need to go over your head. You're gonna pivot on your right. You're gonna balance. So let's get that far down first. Quick learner. Yeah, it's like you know what you're doing. Now here's the key. So you don't want to get ahead of yourself, like with your shoe. You don't want to get in front. You want your whole lower body to go first, okay? And kind of break it one time. So your leg starts, and you're gonna go back. So you're gonna get here, get up tall, and as you're doing this, you're gonna do this. So you're gonna release as your leg goes down. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So here, release, and then you want to dig that right foot into the rubber.
Okay.
So when you get here, and you're gonna really jump.
You want me to actually throw it?
Actually throw it, yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm comfortable. Let's get it. Come on, we got this.
That was extremely That is, I'm very impressed. Anna, that was extremely impressive. You can teach me how to pitch.
Oh, thank you. I'm a little rusty. The Arkansas Travelers play May 4th right here at Dickey Stevens Park, and I'm available if you need me.